All right, Shalom, Shalom. We the Brothers of Great Millstone, Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yeah, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also would like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and the brothers out there laboring in His work, continually pushing out this gospel in all true faith and sincerity, enduring all type of afflictions to do so. And also want to say shalom to you believers out there, the Akim and the Aqua, which consists of you brothers and sisters that subscribe to this truth as well. So, this sitting right here is going to be centered around prophecy, continuing in the spirit and theme of prophecy. And right now, we are headed into some we're coming into a very dark time in prophecy, man, for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, the so-called white man is gearing up to come up against you, man. And when you get a feel for history, you know that this is nothing new. Okay, because what happened, along the lines, we lost sight of who our enemies were. Matter of fact, give me a couple of precepts come to mind. Get Ecclesiastes 12 and get Sirach 13. Sirach 13, I believe, started like 13 or 15, one of them.
Which one you want first?
Either one. Yep, you can start right there.
All right, kind of. This is Sirach 12 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
It said, never trust thine enemy.
Yep, never trust thine enemy. See? And that's the first step.
Mm-hmm.
You have to realize that you have enemies. And it's puzzling, man. You marvel at the very ones who seem to not know that they have enemies is you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. It's well documented what the so-called white man has done to you, man. The ill dealings, the treacherous acts that he committed against the nation of Israel. Not just the so-called Negro, man. When you go into the land tribes as well. Shit, you go into the Wounded Knee, the Trail of Tears, yeah. When his devil Cristobal Colon came over here, Christopher Columbus, man, within a 4-year campaign, this devil wrote in his memoirs that he couldn't set his sword down for an entire hour, man. All right? They killed up to 1 million natives a year, within a 4-year campaign. All right? It was up to 4 million natives slaughtered. Okay? Yep. Go ahead.
All right, God. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yep, so is his wickedness, man. Meaning, you can't reverse rust. It only gets worse.
That's it.
Yep, go ahead.
It said, though he humble himself.
Yep, though he humble himself, go ahead.
And go crouching, yet take good heed and bewail him.
Right, because the best way I can simplify it, if you know anything about boxing, right? You have rounds.
Yep.
They go out in the middle of the ring, they do their thing, then the bell ring, and they'll go to their corners. Right now, we in our respective corner. And that's why people think that this man is all right. Because he ain't physically rounding you up and lynching you, which is cases of this devil actually lynching you, But, it's not out in the open. It ain't as blatant as it was. Where they'll actually come to your crib, snatch you out of your house, and drag you into the center of the town square, and hang you, man, and make a spectacle of you, man. Right? Just because that's not happening, Jake somehow let their guard down. But that's what the scripture is saying. Read that again.
God, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and bewail him.
Right. So though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed and beware of him. Why? Because he's the devil. And furthermore, he's your arch enemy and nemesis, man. And we should have to go into no in-depth breakdown to prove that, man. We could just point you to a period piece. Hey, check out Roots. You know what I mean? Or check out the documentary dedicated to the 60s or the civil rights movement, man. Or when these devils brought you over here as cargo, man. Right? Go ahead.
God, it said, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped with looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Meaning what? This is the same old devil, man. Okay? So if that's the case, history repeats itself. Matter of fact, give me that real quick. Yep, give me what you got.
Kind of the book of Sirach 13, verse 15. Every beast of his like and every man loving his neighbor.
So every man loveth his neighbor. It was Esau who told you, hey, let's come together. This goes back to the Tower of Babel, man. You know, the Lord separated the nations, man. You know, it was Esau who told you, you know, we are all one. You know, that's that, what's the phrase, the Latin phrase for it? Many out of one. You know, it escaped me right now. Right? But that's Esau's thing. You know, that's a doctrine of the so-called white man. That's an idea of Esau, which goes back to the Tower of Babel, man, where all the nations came together, right? But that was never the intentions of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why this word was set up. Matter of fact, give me that real quick. Matthew. Matter of fact, let's get it in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 23 and 29. Because Esau's whole thing is to bring everybody together under one world order. That word one, you know, one currency, one belief system. See that? But this word is a nuisance to that, if you will. Right? Go ahead.
God, this is just like Jeremiah chapter 23 and 29.
Yep.
It said, "Is not my word like a fire?"
Yep. That's it right there. Yep. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Yep. The water. Yep. Go ahead.
God, it says, Jeremiah 23 and 29, "Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord?
Go ahead.
And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces."
So this word is like a hammer that breaketh things up. See that? So Esau is trying to bring everybody together under one thought, right? In one system, under one idea, one currency. But it's this word that's breaking everything up. Read that one more time.
God, it said, "Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord? And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?"
Yeah, so that's the Lord bringing everything back to its natural order. It was never meant for you to coexist with the devil, man. Any of these nations. When you go into the history, man, when the Lord ever sent us into a particular land, he told us not to follow the ways of the heathen, man. Not to learn their ways, man. See that? So go ahead.
Come. It says, all flesh consorted according to kind.
Right, all flesh consorted to kind. You're not going to see a damn cat running with a bunch of pit bulls, man. You know? Or you're not going to see a deer laying with a lion. So that's the beast. The scriptures say consider the beast of the field, right? So that's tangible evidence that the Lord leave you, man. You know? So why do you want to coexist with your enemy? Why do you want to attach and align yourself with the very one who committed these crimes and atrocities against your people, man? See? Go ahead.
It says, "And a man will cleave to his life.
What
fellowship have the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly."
Yep. So the wolf in this case would be Esau, man. What fellowship should you have with Esau? All right? Because ultimately this man is going to show himself. He's going to show his horns, and he's going to take on that natural position or lot of being predator. We pretty much the prey in this man's hand, you know? And this man is bloodthirsty, and he loves the blood of Israel, man. All right? That was it on that?
A little bit more.
Go ahead.
It says, "What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor?"
Right, so ultimately there's not going to be peace, man. You know? And again, we're coming into a time, a very dark time in prophecy, man, concerning the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. All right, this man, Esau, is going to come after you. Matter of fact, you got a precept? Get that Genesis 27 real quick. The days. And we're going to show you through the spirit in history, this is a reoccurring theme, man. You know, this is not, this is nothing new. The so-called white man hunting you down, man. You know, or make it you pray. Right? Go ahead.
God, this is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because...
See? And Esau hated Jacob. See? Yep. Read that again.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
Right. And that's the comfort. That's the luxury we all have. The Lord in his mercy have given us the answers to why these things are so, man. We could go to the humble beginnings of why the so-called white man feel the way he feel. You actually got cops, right? You got cops that join the force to vicariously live out their fantasy of killing a nigga, man. You know, just to pull you over and beat the shit out of you, man, or shoot you when they have the chance. Or a lot of them cops, you know, they target when they do target practice. It's Jake's. They got a picture of Jake, a poster of Jake. You know. See, go ahead.
It's saying Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing.
Right. So this hatred betwixt Esau, you know, so-called white man that he have against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is not of this realm, man. It's not even an earthly hate, man. This is spiritual hate, man. You can't rehabilitate the hate that the Esau have, that the so-called white man, the devil Esau have for you. Matter of fact, give me that in Jeremiah. What's that? Jeremiah 23.
Yeah.
Yep. You got a precept?
Yeah, kind. This is the book of Psalms 83 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
It says they have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says they have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation."
Right, and that's across the board. You know, psychologically, they look to cut you off by detaching you from your true identity. They gave you these corporate names, you know, colored, Negro. Think about that, man. You went from all these different, nationalities, man, over the course of 50 years, through a 50-year window.
Yeah.
You started off as a colored, you know what I mean, to a Negro and an African American, man. You gotta be the Israelites, man. You know? Read that again.
It says they have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation."
Right, and again, that's across the board. You know, psychological warfare with these devils is waged on you. Again, you don't know who you are, which that's a blessing. The Lord woke us up to who we are, but also physically, man. These devils is looking to cut you off. They're looking to take you out, man. You know, this whole talk of depopulation, Georgia Guidestorm, that's geared toward the Israelites, man. You know?
That's why he's known as the fella.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of the fella, the tree color.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you had the term family tree. You know, so that's why I said let us cut them off, man. See, go ahead.
It says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right, and that's why we didn't never associate ourselves. The last nationality that you associated yourself with was being an Israelite. You know, even Jake that started waking up, they started saying that they was from the lost tribe of Shabazz or something. That was they sealing, man. We from Africa, we Africans, Dashikis, the lost tribe of Shabazz. That was the nigga. That was the deepest nigga in the room. You know, they come up with a crazy name. You know what I mean? Matula. You know what I mean? Or some shit, man. Man, you know, this the guy, man. You know, well, that came from a conscious effort. Esau exhausted a lot of time, money, energy, and resources to cut you off, man. But now we're in a time where his back against the wall. He's going to have to resort to his instincts. See, everything else didn't work. You know, he just tried to finesse us. That ain't work because this truth came out. So now what Esau going to do? He's going to resort to his instincts, which is the sword. And that sword is going to come in the form of his military, man. All right? And the stage is set, man. You got Jakes out here that don't know what's going on, man. That's why if you subscribe to the men here at Great Millstone, thank you, how about Shema Shah, because that's the Lord showing you mercy, man. That's the Lord putting you on game. You know, the Lord warning you of the impending danger, man. Matter of fact, give me that in Ezekiel, where it says he saved his own life. Get that real quick.
This is
Because how can you react unless you recognize? You know, that's a term in sports. You know, a lot of coaches will use that with football players, especially like a linebacker. You have to recognize, then react. You can't react to the play unless you recognize it. See that? So the Lord, through his mercy, gave you eyes to see. You can recognize the play. So now you can react to it.
Yeah.
We actually know what to pray for now. We know to pray the Lord. You got a nigga that might know the name of the Lord. He might be an Israelite. You know, he might acknowledge himself as being an Israelite. But he's gonna pray to make it through the coronavirus, man. Not to get the coronavirus and may his stimulus package come on time. It's a shit like that, man. We know what to pray for, man. We know to pray for the Lord to keep us and preserve us from the teeth of the damn lion, man. Esau, the bloodthirsty murderer, man.
Yep.
Okay? Go ahead,
This is Ezekiel 33, start verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Son of man, speak to the children of thy people.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We speaking to you. And what we just speaking? Give me 2nd Ezra 15. We ain't just speaking to speak. Because that's what Jake do. Even you consider this nigga Farrakhan, which he retired. Did you know that? Farrakhan retired. He signed papers. He getting a retirement check, man. Well, he was just speaking. Right? There's a difference between speaking and speaking the words of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Because when you speak the words of Yahweh Shemal Shah, you speaking prophecy. Give me what you got.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 15 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
See? Speak to in the ears of my people. That's bad right there. The ears of my people meaning those who have understanding. That's why Yahweh Shah said, he who have ears to hear. Oh, did you get that? It said my people. You know, those in this hearing we be considered Yahweh Shemal Shah's people, man. You got Jake out there who came across this word and they dismissed it, man. They shunned it, man. If they didn't just all together make mockery of it and just take it light, talk shit, you know, we being thrust out there in the public's eye, it's usually Jake, you know? It's Jake that talk all the shit, man. Right? Go ahead.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so the Lord ain't dealing with you just because you're an Israelite. The Lord is dealing with the elect. So that's why I love to speak in the ears, those who have ears, my people, the words of prophecy. All right? And that's what we doing tonight, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. We're speaking, we're forecasting the danger that's coming, man. And like one of the brothers put on the coming board, we're anticipating. Anticipating, that's a beautiful trait. That's the attribute you pick up when you come in this truth, man. The spirit of anticipation versus you have two reaction. Either you're an anticipator or you're a reactor. An anticipator is, you know what? Somebody to go down, let me take cover. A reactor is, oh shit, they shoot. See that? But the Lord gave us out. Matter of fact, what you got? Proverbs. Oh, give what you got. Give me Proverbs 22 and 3. Since you got.
Oh, I ain't.
Okay, give me Proverbs 22 and 3.
Okay. Yep, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
See, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, meaning he anticipates. Mm-hmm. See, go ahead.
A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
See, and hideth himself. Go ahead.
But the simple pass on and are punished.
Yeah, and those are two extremes. You have anticipators and you have reactors. Yep. You pull up at the gas station, you see two knuckleheads about to bump heads. You anticipate and you hide yourself. You get out of there. The foolish see that and they keep going. Now they shooting. You know? Now you reacting to bullets. Yeah. You see that? Yep. And it's all based upon that sense, that attribute of anticipation or the lack thereof. And this is what this word develops. Matter of fact, give me Proverbs the first chapter. We're going to go back there. Okay. Give me Proverbs the first chapter. You know what I want. Yep. So Yahweh Shemal Shah has dealt graciously with us, man, by giving us eyes to see, man. And especially coming into the time we're about to come into. All right, go ahead.
Proverbs 1 and 17. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight.
See, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight, see?
Of any bird.
Of any bird, see? So if a bird see you setting a trap, then you setting a trap in vain. Why? Because he has sight to see the trap. See that? And this is what this word develops for us once again. We see what Esau doing, man. We see this man setting the stage. Oh, did you know Trump he addressed the nation tonight? Yep. I was listening to a little, and he kept, discernment. Matter of fact, that's beautiful, brother. Proverbs 1, 2. Yeah, you get that too. What is that? Is that 7? Now, give me to give subtlety.
To the simple, is that that's 1, ain't it?
Yeah, Proverbs 1.
Okay, yeah, this is Proverbs 1 and I started 3. It said to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice.
Jump up.
I just started at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 1 and 1. the proverb of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel.
Yep. So you listen to the king, right? The king set the decree. Go ahead.
To know wisdom and instruction, to receive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity.
Yep.
To give subtlety to the simple.
See, to give subtlety to the simple. Because we just read in Proverbs the 22nd chapter, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple, that's why Yahweh sent us forth as wise as serpents, right? But harmless as doves. See, go ahead.
To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion.
And discretion, what the brother just put up, discretion, man. So we able to discern, right? Wisdom was given to us to be applied, man. You ain't got this truth just to tempt the Most High. Remember the old video of the guy, he got pulled over by the cops, and he had a pocket Bible, the little Bible, and he reading precepts. Man, the cops bust the window and snatched him out. And the nigga went down, y'all was shy. And the Lord had him hauled off to jail, man. You know? We was given this wisdom to navigate through Babylon the Great. You know? So we could sidestep these pitfalls, these traps, and these snares that Esau the cunning hunter has laid out, man. All right? Yep, go ahead.
It says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
Yep, and this is what's going on. This is that wise counsel right here, man. This is like a huddle. You know, like we were saying earlier, you know, the boxing match, then you go to the corner. We in the corner. This is that. This is like the huddle. We being instructed before we go back out there, man. Because there's gonna be a time where this word is gonna be taken away, man. You know. All right, so that's it on that. You got a precept? All right, come on, let's go back. Yep.
All right, cut back. Ezekiel 33:2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land.
Yeah, so the Lord gonna bring the drummer. Yahweh Shemel shall take a responsibility for bringing the drummer that's on the horizon, man. And it's gonna get bad out here, man. And again, we're gonna matter of fact, if you will, type up Masada. Let's see what they give you. Yep, read that again.
God, it says, son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land.
Now, what's the sword? Give me Psalms. Psalms 13. Let's find out what the sword is, man.
God, this is the book of Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
See, that's a prayer. See, we know what to pray for now.
That's it.
Deliver our soul from the wicked. Go ahead.
Which is thy sword.
Which is thy sword. So the sword is the wicked, man. Because even, you know, we apply that to World War III and the missiles, but who put that together? The wicked. It tells you that in Isaiah the 54th chapter, how the Lord created the smith, right? So even the missiles, when they come, the Lord used Esau to set that up, man. This man is the harbinger of death, right? So the Lord is going to deliver and preserve the elect from the wicked, which is his sword. So the Lord is going to send forth. So it's a scripture where the scripture, I forget exactly where it's at. Polished, furbished Ezekiel.
Yep, Ezekiel 21.
Get that? Yep, 21. Yep, that's it.
Yep, this is the book of Ezekiel. Salah. Book of Ezekiel chapter 21. In verse 9. It says, son of man, prophesy.
Yep, see? That we just read that in 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. Speak ye in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. So, hey, a warning, really a warning, that's heavy when you think about a warning. A warning is really nothing concrete with a warning. It's up to you to take heed to the warning. Let's show you how the Lord is a snare, man. The Lord cold, man. Because really a warning is nothing you can hang your hat on. Either you believe the warning or not. You know, the news, somebody tell you, hey, man, this is going to happen. Or, you know, you have to believe, you have to yield to that warning. There's nothing really concrete there, right? Yep. Read that again.
God, Ezekiel 21 and 9, son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord.
Yep, thus said the Lord. Meaning, we get precepts over here. We don't just sit around and rant like you had Bram, man. Yeah. He might be dead. I ain't heard nothing else from him, but he just ranting. Yeah. Man, you guys, man, come on, man. You got to get the fuck out of here, man. Thus said the Lord. All right, you got to get the precepts. See, read that again.
He said, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord."
Yep.
Say a sword is sharpened.
Yep.
And also furbished.
And also furbished. Matter of fact, you want to look up a couple of them words? Yeah, yep. Maybe sharpened or furbished. I mean, the best vivid illustration I can give you, you know, you have a warrior with a sword and he
waiting sword. That's it.
Getting it ready, man. And that's what the Lord doing. The Lord is prepping Esau, man. Getting him ready to come after you, man. Because that hatred, that spirit of hatred been laying dormant in this devil. The Lord is rekindling that hate, man. And he's going to come out. You got Jake out there playing, man. Yeah. And I'm talking about of the circumcised. I'm talking about you niggas that know that you Israelites, man. You know? You go in a wing spot, it's a nigga in there with fringes, man. You know, but you can see his countenance. You can see that he's in mirth. You see that he's just, you know, just a guy that know that he's Israelite, man. Yep, go ahead.
So this that word sharpen. Strong's H2300.
Yep, read it again out before you get it.
Okay, all right, this is Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yep, go ahead.
So this that word sharpened, Strong's H2300, chadad, and it says to be sharp, be alert, be keen. And that word keen pretty much goes back to highly alert.
Yeah.
And
these devils on alert.
That's it.
And that's what you get from a hunter. No hunter, they have the high beams, they have the binoculars.
That's it.
A hunter is on point, man. You know, a hunter ain't bullshitting around. You know, they might be in his tree stand, he might be in the cut, he might have on his camouflage, but believe you me, he's watching for the prey, man. He have keen, that's heavy, keen. Yeah, they're going to sight too. You know? This devil is locked in on you Israelites, man. The Spirit brought it back, called all you, how about some outside? The Trump thing, he brought up the Latinos and shit again. He was talking, and it's the Spirit because it was I had made a run and I was listening to it in the car, and out of the whole thing, it was on that part. Yeah. He was like, yeah, man, the coronavirus, there's certain spots that was hot spots like Miami, you know, but he said around the world, everything has been calmed down, if you will. But he said except the Latin areas, you know, due to lack of testing. And, see that? So this man had his eyes on you. You are in his sights, man. Okay? And this is biblical prophecy, man. You know? No matter what, you can try to polish this thing up. You can try to, sidestep it. But you got to face reality, man. The reality of it is Jacob and Esau. That struggle in the womb is going to come to a head, man. That's it. All right? And the Lord is going to allow this devil to own up.
That's right.
You know? You got something? Go ahead. We'll go back over that.
I got a real quick precept. This on Sirach 13 and 19. As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor.
Yep. And we will be the poor, and this devil will be the rich in that case. All right? Yep, so go ahead.
So this that word furbished, Strong's H4803, marat. And it says to sharpen, to bear, polish, make smooth, ball to bear.
Make smooth, meaning you preparing, you know, because when you make something smooth as well, you clearing away.
Yep.
You getting everything out of the way. That's why even when considering John the Baptist, he was said to make the path smooth and clear the way for the Lord to come.
That's it.
So that was the Lord doing. The Lord is clearing the way for Esau to come after you, man. He making everything smooth, man. In the form of these legislations and laws. Which they don't even know that this devil is prepping, man. Certain laws that's in play.
Yep.
And if you want, you can look up some of them laws, you know, like Rex 84, you know, King Africa. Go ahead.
Yeah, quick precept. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 10. If the iron be blunt and he do not wet the edge, then must he put to more strength. It said, but wisdom is profitable to direct.
Yeah.
So let me say something. You know, pretty much going back to the laws legislation,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said what their tongue is a sword, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is going to be a clean kill for Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
He got everything on that place. Trump already got these troops lined up, So you that's just like using a butter knife to cut a steak, man. You put more strength into it, but if you got a steak knife and you sharpen it, you're gonna cut it with ease, man. And that's
it.
Esau gonna lay these niggas down, man.
That's right.
And they ain't ready for it, man. They went on LeBron to play tonight, man.
Yep. Well, hey, that's spirit. You said it. Yahweh Shai said that. Let's show that you're in the spirit. Matter of fact, go to Luke right quick. I think that's Luke 19.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai said that very same thing, man. Concerning this very time. And that's a good point. If you sharpen the sword, you don't have to exalt as much energy, man. So this devil is not going to have. That's why everything is laid out. Really, this devil can roll on you tonight if it's laid out. Because, for example, when shit first jumped off and CNN cameras was all over the place, they caught niggas running in Foot Locker, man. It's the same set now. They ain't got to do nothing now. Only thing they got to do is shut down the city and have the trap set. And here come a community of niggas running up in Foot Locker, man. And that's ground right there to bring the troops, man. So, like you said, the sword is sharper. They ain't got to do too much, man. It's on, man. It's war. Go ahead, Al.
God, this is St. Luke 19 and started at 41.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it.
Yeah, so the Lord wept over the city, meaning the Lord wept over Israel, man. Understanding what's about to happen, man. That this devil is about to open up on you, man. See? Go ahead.
Saying, if thou hast known, even thou.
If thou has what?
Has known.
That proves that this setting right here, this word being pushed out, in the dynamic and in the overtone of it is betwixt teacher and student, right? That proves it right there. That's why Yahweh says, thou had known. He didn't say if you was in shape or if you had enough noose packed up, man, and bottled waters. No, if thou has known, see, go ahead.
If thou has known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace.
Right, and that's heavy because the Lord said that in this thy day. Now that was talking about then, and it's talking about now. That's why it's saying this thy day, man. Okay, go ahead.
But now,
see,
they are hid from thine eyes.
Right, so the things that's concerning your peace is hidden from your eyes. The average Jake don't understand what's going on here tonight. Guarantee, just a nigga, just fresh off a Black and Mild break. You know what I mean? Nigga stumble up in there, he don't know what's going on, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Sometimes, like all the prophets, sometimes that spirit, you feel bad about Jake, man. Sometimes, that's why the Lord said, pray not for the people. You had to tell Jeremiah that, man. Because you say, damn, do they understand what's about to happen, man? That's why Yahweh Shai even wept. Come on, man. Yahweh Shai, he the one put the story together, man. And he wept, man. Because he was in this realm. It's like if you write a story, this thing heavy what the Lord doing here. Like you write a story, then you going to the story. Right then you sensitive to the characters of the story, man. Because you in there with them. See? Go ahead.
It says,
let's show you how bad the Lord is. Oh, there's a scripture that going to that. Because the Lord said he humbled himself. Meaning the Lord came down here, man.
He came in flesh.
Yeah, he came in flesh. He came into this realm. That's just like if I write a story and I said, let me go into this story, then at that point, I'm going to be sensitive to the characters in that story. Like, damn, man. Cain, you finna die, man,
No, he like, gather the chicks.
Yeah.
Gather the chicks, man.
Gather the chicks on this wing, man. This heavy what the Lord got going on here, man. Yeah, go ahead.
God, St. Luke 19:43, for the day shall come upon thee.
Yep, that's prophecy.
That's it.
See how bad prophecy is? Because the Lord said the day shall come. He was prophesying. And I believe that was you made a point a couple of weeks back, show you how everything is about prophecy. Matter of fact, we got to get this. Give me Revelation 19:10.
Okay.
Do you know the Lord was prophesying on his way to the cross, man? That's heavy, right? I believe you brought that up. That blew me away, man, because it's true. The Lord was carrying the cross, right? Had been beaten, and he was prophesying because remember the women started crying. And the Lord prophesied about 70 AD. The Lord said, man, look, man, don't weep for me.
Yeah, man.
Weep for your children. But for what's about to happen, man. He was prophesying, man. Let's show you how bad. That's why we prophesy continue. That's why even if you don't feel like going to camp, you prophesy. Even if you out there and it's hot as hell or it's cold as hell, you prophesy because that's the whole duty of man. Go ahead,
This Revelations 19. So like Revelations 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. Have thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
So what's the testimony of Yahushua? See, the testimony of Yahushua. See, go ahead.
Yeah, worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
And the spirit of prophecy was all on the Lord, man. That's why when he was going to the cross, he was prophesying. See that?
Yep.
So yeah, you go back. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get around to this, Lord will. Go ahead.
God, St. Luke 19:43. For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee.
Right, and that's war talk, man. You consider trenches. That's war conversation. So what Yahweh was saying, the Lord said, the day shall come when your enemy's going to cast a trench about thee. You think it's a coincidence Trump just deployed 1 million troops out here, man? Yahweh prophesied about that, man. Even though we know, yeah, it happened in 70 AD, yeah, but it's happening now. The word stands the test of time, man. You know? Go ahead.
It said, encompass thee round.
Yeah, encompass thee around, which means what surround you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And keep thee in on Keep thee in on every side.
It's gonna be another lockdown. Hey, y'all saying bad, man. Read that again.
This St. Luke 19:43. For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side.
Right, and it's not these devils preparing you for the next lockdown, but then they projected to be worse than the last one, man. So that's what Yahweh said. These devils gonna compass you and keep you in on every side. See that? Go ahead.
And they shall lay thee even with the ground.
And that's the brother just made a statement. They're gonna lay you down, man. And that's what Yahweh said. They're gonna lay you down. They're gonna lay you even with the ground. Go ahead.
And they shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee.
It's gonna get bad out here, man. It's gonna get bad out here, man. And let the spirit of the Lord on you, man. You're gonna fall apart, man. Look, if the Lord ain't with you, you're gonna fall apart. You see kids, man, dying, you know? You're gonna fall apart. Go ahead.
And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation.
Yeah, because you didn't know the time of your visitation. You didn't know that this was the time where the Lord was going to visit you, man, in the form of the sword. See? Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of got a quick precept. This book of Psalm 64 and verse 3, who whet their tongues like a sword.
Yep, read that again.
Psalm 64 and verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword.
Yep, who whet their tongue like a sword, man. Because their tongue is their laws and legislations, right? And it's all an effort to bring forth their military. That's all Esau ever done. When Esau ever passed a law, that's why the hell they got to have the military passing out vaccinations? Every time they pass a law, it's an effort to bring forth their military, man. Thus the blessing that was given them, right? Go ahead.
It says, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even build a word.
Yep, give me Psalms 37, since I made that point. Yep, read that again.
It says, who whet their tongues like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even build words.
Yep, see, even build words, man. So these words, give me Isaiah the 10th chapter. These words that they put together in the form of these legislations is all an effort to come after Jake, man. That's why they said they sit and they own the son, their mother's son. They
slander their
own mother's son. Yep. Right. Slander goes into words.
Yep.
So go ahead.
It's Psalm 37 and 12. It said the wicked plotteth against the just.
Right. So the wicked is plotting against Israel, man. The so-called white man is plotting against you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there. Right. Go ahead.
And gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
Yeah, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth, meaning he's going to press upon you with his military. Now, we always bring this up. Your teeth is found in your mouth. So it's by way of the law. You got to open your mouth before I can clamp down on you with the teeth. So the so-called white man, through his laws, is going to push forth his military. See? Go ahead.
First one.
Uh-huh.
It's Psalms 10 and 1.
Isaiah.
I mean, it's like Isaiah 10 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Warn to them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Yep. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. See? Go ahead.
In right grievousness.
Yeah, in right grievousness, man. All right. This man, that's what scripture says, his ways, all his ways are grievous. See? Go ahead.
Which they have prescribed.
Which they have prescribed. See that? So now let's go back.
God, this back Ezekiel chapter 21 in verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furnished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Read that again.
God, it said it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Right, so these devils is preparing their military to make a sore slaughter, man. But it's really Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Lord is about to take one last proverbial swing at you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And he's going to use Esau and his military to do it, man. Right? That's biblical prophecy.
That's it.
Go ahead.
It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Yeah, should you make mirth? Should you have, you got the infamous video, it's an Israelite party. It's an Israelite. And the scriptures say, should we make mirth? Knowing that the Lord is about to spring into action concerning the judgment of Israel. Hey, the anger of the Lord is still kindled against Israel, man. Right? So the Lord ain't gonna come off his throne and deal with you. He's gonna send Esau. See? Just like he always did, and we're gonna go into that. Go ahead.
God, it says, it contemneth the rod of my son in every tree.
Yep.
And he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer.
Yeah, so who you see? Hey, now go to back to Ezekiel 33. And that's why, again, we can't stress enough that you got to thank we ourselves. I'm not saying I'm putting myself in it, all us brothers in the same category. We got to thank Yahweh Shema Shai for putting us in this council, man. For allowing us to approach him, man. Because this is the only arena, if you will, that's warning you of the impending danger. We all being warned. It's brothers that do videos, we watch, and it strengthens us, just like you are here with us tonight. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we strengthening you. If you subscribe to some other Israelite group right now, they're gonna be telling you some shit,
New mixtape coming out of some
Yeah. Check out my mixtape, Hebrew Forever. You know what I mean? Some shit, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
God, this is Ezekiel 33:2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land.
So now you see what is coming from right here, man. All right, you should see the severity of what this scripture talking about. The Lord is about to bring the sword, man. See that? Go ahead.
If the people of the land take a man of their coast.
Right, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, go ahead.
And set him for their watchman.
And set them for their watchman. Let's say if you subscribe to IUIC, that means you just officially made Nate your watchman, man. Or if you subscribe to GOCC, man, you just made what that guy, Rakah, your watchman. Or ISUPK. You just made General Yohana your watchman, man. See that? But if you subscribe to the men who had Great Millstone, you just made the apostles, starting with the apostle on down, your watchman, man. And we're gonna report to you the danger that's coming, man. Right? Read that again.
God, it says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow up the trumpet and warn the people.
Yeah, that's what we doing, man. We warning you, man. We blowing the trumpet, right? That drama is coming, man. There's danger coming. Go ahead.
It says, then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet.
Yep, if you understand, you have understanding. If you hear, right? Go ahead.
And take him not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right. So you have those who hear this word and they don't take heed to it.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet.
Who have blown the trumpet? Really, primarily here, the men here at Great Millstone. You know, I'm just being honest, man. Like, it's this overwhelming spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah pouring out. You know, you have brothers all over. You got brothers in Holland. You got brothers in Alaska. You got brothers in Hawaii. The brother in Hawaii, man. You know, where he got a brother with him. You know, brothers all over the world. And pretty much when we shutting down, other brothers is, you know,
That's it.
it's a well-oiled machine. Oh, you got to remember that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a well-oiled machine here, man. And it's constantly, you know, we on our job. Matter of fact, give me that real quick since I mentioned that. I think that's Isaiah 52. Is that Isaiah 52 and 8 or something like that? 62, I mean.
Yeah.
Isaiah 62 and 6.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah 62, and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
Read that again.
It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls.
So the Lord said he have set watchmen upon thy walls. Go ahead.
O Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
we shall never hold their peace.
They should never hold their peace. We constantly bringing out this word. We constantly warning you, man. Right? Go ahead.
Day nor night.
Day nor night. The Lord showed mercy to you, man, by setting up men to constantly feed you day and night. So when, for an example, Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, around the 26th verse, when that's fulfilled, when the Lord says he's going to cause our tongue to go cleave to the roof of our mouth, we're not going to prophesy no more, then you're going to be fed. You're going to have this word. You're going to have enough of this word to preserve you. See? Go ahead.
It says, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent.
Yeah, keep not silent, man. So you see, that's why you see the men of Yahweh Shema Shah, again, mainly here at Great Mills. You got other groups out there, but there's levels and everything, man. For example, basketball. You can't say it ain't levels. You got Pee-wee or whatever. You got middle school, high school, college. You got the NBA, man. Right? That was it on that?
You finish off.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and give him no rest until he make, it says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yeah, which links up with the portion, the persistent widow.
That's it.
We're going to keep coming to court, man, until the Lord, you know. All right, go ahead.
God, this back Ezekiel 33 and verse 4 again. It said, then whosoever heareth the sound of the
Oh,
trumpet.
matter of fact, hold that. Let's go back to where you was at.
Icon. This book of Ezekiel 7, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
They have blown the trumpet.
See, they have blown the trumpet, man. Right? Go ahead.
Even to make all ready.
To make you ready, to prepare you to get your mind right. Go ahead.
But none go to the battle.
Uh-huh.
For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Yeah, so it's the Lord's wrath that's going to be upon the multitude. See? Go ahead.
God, back Ezekiel 33 and 4. He said, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take him not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Yeah, so the blood going to be on you, man. You know, you got plenty of Israelites that came across this word and they was compelled to come up against it. They wanted to rebuttal it. So Jacob leave a damn paragraph on the coming board showing you where you off at, you know, instead of hearkening and yielding to the word. So guess what? When all hell break loose, the blood going to be on your hand, on your head. See? Go ahead.
He said he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Yep.
His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning,
yeah, but for all of you out there that take warning, you take heed, right? Go ahead.
Shall deliver his soul.
Shall deliver. See, so you see why you gotta praise Yahweh Shema Shah right now? Praise the Lord right now, man, because the Lord opened you up to the warning. He didn't have to warn you, man. You could have just been a nigga out there, you know, just with some headphones on, you know, totally oblivious to what's gonna happen, man. But the Lord not only woke you up, but he gave you this warning, man. So now you have an opportunity to take heed. The Lord just wrote it. The Lord ain't gonna go back on his word. If you take heed, which really to take heed is to believe. Hey, the Lord beautiful, man. You ain't really got to do nothing extra. Just believe. Matter of fact, you'll give me that real quick. He got condemned already.
Oh, yeah, St. John.
Yep, give me that real quick. You got a precept?
Oh, no, I thought just thinking about it when I said have faith as a mustard seed.
Yeah, faith as a mustard seed. Yeah, you should move up that faith. it works wonders, man. So the Lord ain't asking you to overexert yourself. Just believe. That's how you take heed to the warning. Just believe on it. See, go ahead.
This is St. John 3:18. He that believeth on him is not condemned.
See that? He that believeth on him is not condemned. How you believe on the Lord? Through the word. Through the word. See? Go ahead.
But
Matter of fact, give me I think that's St. John 20 and 21. Because the scripture said, he that believe on me is not condemned. Now, is the Lord here in the physical? No, the Lord sent his men. Yep, that's it.
Because this book of St. John 20, verse 21, then said Yahushua to them again, peace be unto you.
See, peace be unto you. Because we just read what Yahushua said in contrast to that. If you only knew the things concerning your peace, man. So just knowing his word brings peace. The Lord gonna preserve you, man. See, read that again.
It says, then said Yahushua to them again, peace be unto you, as my Father has sent me.
Yeah.
Even so, send I you.
See that? So we were sent to give you this word, as the Lord was sent 2,000 years ago. We continued in that legacy. So those who believed on Yahushua then, they was preserved, just like those of you who believe on our words now. See? So when you read this again,
St. John 3:18, he that believe on him.
See? So how do you believe on him? That word him bad too. You really think about it. If you paying attention, because he covers all bases. You know? As we come in the spirit of the Lord, we him. Yep, go ahead.
It said, he that believes on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
See that? So that shows you how much, you have to put stock into believing in the message. When you believe in the warning, you preserve. Right? So let's show you how bad Yahweh Shema Shai is, right? So that was it on that. You threw Ezekiel 33?
Yeah, that was pretty much the point of that.
Okay, Con, you had something else? All right, so now you can give me, you had a little information?
Yeah, Con.
Let's go ahead and get that, then we're going to see if we can merit it with history. All right? You got that Siege of Jerusalem. Beautiful.
All right, Con, this is Politico.com.
Is that it right now? Okay,
yeah, this is Politico.com, and it's pretty much, it says Trump authorizes call-ups of military reserves.
Well, hold up. Trump authorized call-ups of military reserves, right? Go ahead.
To fight virus.
To fight virus. But who has the virus? According to Esau, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is nothing more than a form of Esau waging war against you. Right? Go ahead.
It says the executive order provides DOD and DHS emergency authority to order to active duty as many as 1 million members.
Hell, you need 1 million. Go ahead.
As many as 1 million members.
That nigga looking like an eagle right there, man.
Man.
This nigga look just like an eagle, man.
Eagle, man.
You see that, man? The Lord, I wish I could show you that picture, man.
Head and everything.
Yeah, the head, the hair. You see that? Show up, man.
Yeah, that's the eagle.
Got a little
All they
Get the
he
beat.
just
Get the
need
mouth.
now. He just need a nest now. Well, he got the nest.
Yeah, got the nest. They setting up the nest. You know?
Okay.
Yep, go ahead.
It says as many as 1 million members of the ready reserves. So it says President Donald Trump signed an executive order giving the Department of Defense and Homeland Security.
Hold up, Department of Defense. What the hell you need them for, man?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It said Homeland Security, and it says on two. That's why one of the reasons why 9/11 happened, so they can what is called the Patriot Act.
Yeah, the Patriot Act. Yep.
So that's
Homeland terrorism.
Yep.
Domestic terrorism.
So they were sharpening that time then, man.
And you see the lengths they was going?
Yep.
They said, we gonna kill thousands of people to get you niggas, man. We're gonna blow up the Twin Towers so we can get... See, Jake don't understand, man. You think the scripture was just talking, man? When it said Esau hate you, man. Esau got that.
Yeah.
He said, so we gonna kill motherfuckers just to get you niggas. Hey, that's why, too, I don't know if y'all remember, man. The Spirit get on me to bring it out a lot. in Vegas about a year and a half ago. You had the gunman, and that law right there, it killed all gun rights. Even, I don't know if y'all brothers remember, I know they had it down here in Birmingham where they had the buyback guns. Y'all remember that? They had the buyback guns. It was in Jake hood. And it was Jake bringing texts and shit. You know what I mean? Jake bringing 40s and shit with no clip. You know what I mean? That's them devils, man, looking to get you, man. That's smoothing it. They don't want no resistance. Like you said, if you got a butter knife and you're trying to cut meat, it's resistance. But if it's sharp, if you wet your tongue like a sword, you sharpen it, gonna be smooth sailing. They're gonna roll on Jake, man. But we here to warn you, man. You know? And those amongst you sincere brothers and sisters out there, you're gonna take heed. You're gonna believe on the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And that act alone gonna preserve you, man. Right? You about to see the mercy of the Lord. Oh, that's balance too. The Lord is beautiful, man. We're gonna see the Lord, bring forth a judgment, but you about to see the mercy of the Lord too, man. Lord, beautiful, man. Yep, go ahead.
It says Trump signed an executive order giving the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security the authority to activate National Guard and reservists to support the nationwide response to the coronavirus.
Yeah, because you're gonna have a lot of foreign troops in that too, man. That's a wide range. That reserve.
Yep.
You're gonna have a lot of what they call Gurkha troops. It's gonna come up. They don't speak English. They'll Jake like, man, let me get my shoe, man, tied, and he gonna gun butt you. But man, where you warring at? And they're gonna knock your teeth out your mouth, man. It's gonna get bad out here, man. Right? Go ahead.
It said the order applies to units and individual members in the National Guard and reserves and certain individual ready reserve members who are normally in inactive status. According to the Pentagon, it says
Pentagon.
That's it.
That's the facet of war. You got 3 phases.
Yep.
With Esau, there are the 3 frogs. You got the religion. You got the financial.
Yep.
Then you got the military, man. That's the Pentagon.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
It says
and that goes back to deities, ancient deities too. You got just martial law. That word martial goes back to God. Warlike.
Yep.
Warlike law.
Yep.
That's where you get like Mars. That's like the god of war. You got the Pentagon. You got the 5.
Yep.
You got Astaroth. The 5 star. The pendulum.
Yep.
Right. All that goes back into the sacrifice that the Lord is about to have, man.
God, I'm jumping down a little bit. It says Trump said the order would allow the U.S. to mobilize medical, disaster, and emergency response personnel to help fight the virus.
Yep, to help.
Fuck man.
You motherfuckers crazy, man. Yeah, but that show you that bloodthirst, lust that they got to get their hands on you, man. The Elder Kazak, I forget the guy, the Elder Kazak. He told me the guy name. I forget his name. He made the infamous statement, we long for the day we can get our hands on the Christians. Right? Go ahead.
God, it says great military people coming back and who have offered to support the nation at this extraordinary time of need. They come back in. They don't say how much they want to come back in. Trump told reporters, let's see.
Matter of fact, the guy named Michael Mahoney. Michael Mahoney. He made the statement, we can't wait till we get our hands on the Christians, which the Christians is a buzzword for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? You have more?
No, pretty much point on that.
Okay, good. So now, with that established, give me First Maccabees 1, and I think started like 29. Did you have anything?
Yeah, quick precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms 10, and I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, he lied and wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lied and wait to catch the poor, and he doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
Right, and he draw him into his net because you have a sense of security, You feel a sense of security.
Mm-hmm.
The predator make you think, the hunter make you think that everything good. He bring you into a state of ease, and then he pounce on you. That's why the scriptures refer to this man as the cunning hunter. You know, you consider like those guys who made their fortune off of them duck calls, Duck Dynasty.
Yep.
Now that duck call, it's like it's for mating season.
Mm-hmm.
So it put the duck in a sense of relaxation. You finna pop this female duck. You get put the duck.
Yep, man.
All right, they have mechanical deers.
Oh man.
They send them out there, and it'd be like a female deer. These devils get crazy, man. They have a scent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's another stimulus checks. Stimulate you.
Yeah. They need another hit.
Yeah, you need another hit. Stimulate you. Now you.
Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Then they get you.
Yep.
Well, that has always been how these devils went about their business.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get an account of that.
God, this first Maccabees 1:29. It said, after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude.
See, and that great multitude is dealing with the military, man. And that's going into Antiochus. That nigga, man. Right? So it's the same thing. Read that again.
And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Jerusalem, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude.
So what the hell you got to come with a great multitude for?
That's it.
Well, that's the same thing happening now. The so-called white man is coming upon you with a great multitude, which is his military. Go ahead.
And spake peaceable words.
See, and what?
Spake peaceable words.
And spake peaceable words. That's why they having you think that they coming to give you a damn vaccine. Matter of fact, go to Ecclesiastes 12. You know what I want. You got a precept?
Yes, just a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Verse 10 says he crouched and humbled himself.
Oh, see? That's what the lion do. They crouch and humble themselves only to pounce on you. That's the next step. Well,
it says that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
See that? Which is military. See? Go ahead.
God, Ecclesiastes 12, Sirach 12:16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Right, so he's gonna have you think that he's coming to help you, right? Go ahead.
But in his heart,
but in their secret councils, go ahead.
He'll imagine how to throw thee into a pit.
Yep, go ahead.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity.
And this is the opportunity coming into this winter. This is the opportunity. That's why these devils say, everything kind of slowed down. But in the winter, the coronavirus is gonna come on, man. Motherfucker can't tell me who's gonna win the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you could tell me the coronavirus coming in this. And they said another one to the polio, a form of the polio coming back. Go ahead.
God, it says, Salakia. It says, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Yep.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 19. And let's see. I start at 26. It said, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance and making as he have heard not, where he is not known, and he will do mischief, like he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware.
Yep.
And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he find an opportunity, he will do evil.
Yeah, that's talking about Esau, man. Right? So this devil, when he find opportunity, and that's the same with a hunter. When the hunter find an opportunity to take that shot, he ain't gonna pass it up. Right? Yeah, that's something like that too. Yeah. But you can go back. All
right, come back to Sirach 12:17. It said, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him thou first. And though he pretend to help thee,
right, he pretending to help. All of a sudden, this devil give a fuck about the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. Fucking devil, you, man. You know? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, another thing too, Trump said just came to mind in his little address. He said, "Yeah, man, those who have diabetes, strong cases of diabetes, we found out that the corona." See that, man?
That's a nigga for you, man.
You see what I'm saying? So let's show you how much these devils they licking their chops, if you will, to get their hand on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's going to come in. Really, when you think about martial law, it's the bridge to the New World Order, because this is how they're going to submit. They need to get rid of, in order for them to, in their mind, establish that New World Order and crown it a success. They had to get rid of you niggas, man. Go ahead.
It said, though he pretend to help thee,
Mm-hmm.
yet he shall undermine thee.
Yep.
He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much
Mm-hmm. His secret counsel, you whisper much. Go ahead.
and change his countenance.
And that's what you're about to see. You're about to see this man horns come up, man. All right. So now you can go back to
All right, this back for the Maccabees 1:30.
mm-hmm.
It said, and spake peaceable words unto them.
Right. So he spoke peaceable words. That happened back in the time of the Greeks. Esau towards you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Guess what? It's going to happen again. It's happening once again.
That's it.
All right. Go ahead.
It said, it spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit.
But what?
All was deceit.
Yeah. And when you go into this history right here again, it's dealing with Esau, man, towards Jacob. They came into the city with a multitude, with the military, and they spake peaceable words. Yeah, we're here to help you. But it was all deceit, man. And see, the Lord have hipped us on to you, man. We not ignorant of Satan devices. Go ahead.
For when they had given him credence,
Yep.
he fell suddenly upon the city.
He what?
Fell suddenly upon the
And that's
city.
what's going to happen, man.
That's it.
Jake going to wake up, you know, and you're going to look out the door, and there's going to be MRAPs and military tanks up and down the streets, man. This devil going to suddenly fall upon you. But that's going to be the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah right there. See? Go ahead.
God, it says, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore
And smote it very sore. Go ahead.
and destroyed much people of Israel.
And destroyed much people of Israel, man. See that? Go ahead.
It said, and when he had taken the spoils of the city,
Mm-hmm.
he set it on fire and poured down the houses and walls thereof on every side.
Yep. See that?
It's-
Now, give me Romans 15:4. That's pretty much it on that.
Yeah,
Give me Romans 15:4. You got something? All right. Pull up what you got. Mm-hmm. This part of work right there. The seeds of Jerusalem. All right. That's 7 AD. Okay, cut. Go ahead.
God, this is Romans chapter 15:4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Mm-hmm.
were written for our learning.
So we just read something that was recorded and documented, before time. But it was read for our learning, man.
Right.
This is how we able to move forward, because we, the past shapes the future. That's true on all levels right there, man. Even when you consider a certain stock, a lineage, you got to go back. Oh, what stock did this pit bull come from? All right. So, yep. Give me what you got.
Kind of this from Wikipedia, siege of Jerusalem. It says the siege of Jerusalem in the year 70 AD was the decisive event of the first Jewish-Roman war,
Yep.
in which the Roman army captured the city of Jerusalem and destroyed both city and its temple. The Roman
That's history right there. That's history right there. And guess what? These two characters, if you will, is back on the scene of the crime, so to speak. All right? So you think all of a sudden it's going to be peaceably now? No, man. This devil and his lust to come after Israel still lies within him. Right? Go ahead.
It says the Roman army, led by the future emperor Titus,
Mm-hmm.
with Tiberius Julius Alexander.
And I believe I'm not mistaken. I believe that was the Jake right there, Tiberius Julius Alexander, who led them armies. Yep, go ahead.
It says, as his second in command, besieged and conquered the city of Jerusalem,
Mm-hmm.
which had been controlled by the Judean rebel factions since 66 AD.
Mm-hmm.
Following the Jerusalem rise of 66 AD,
Mm-hmm.
when the Judean provisional government was formed in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm. That was it on that. Now, okay, yep, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
It says, according to Josephus, 1.1 million non-combatants died in Jerusalem.
Yeah, 1.1 million non-combatants. That means that they fell upon those who wasn't even resisting them, man. And the scriptures tell you that too. It said, you stretched out your hand towards those that was at peace with thee. So this devil is that Yahweh Shah prophesied that. Yahweh Shah said, you and your children are gonna be laid down. Read that again. Oh, you got a precept?
Yeah, real quick precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon. this book of Wisdom of Solomon 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 10.
Okay.
It says, "Let us oppress the poor and righteous man.
Yeah, and that's what these devils are saying in their mind. Right? Go ahead.
Let us not spare the widow,
Mm-hmm.
nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age."
Yep, and that's the non-combatants.
Yeah.
Right? The ancient gray hairs and the widow don't have the strength to fight you, man. So why would you put them to death, man? You devils got a lot to pay for, man.
Right.
And the Lord gonna allow you to do what you do, for the sake of prophecy to be fulfilled. But guess what? The elect going to be delivered, but we're gonna have our hand on you. This is not the end of the story, man. This is only the beginning. I tell you that in 2 Ezra 6 chapter. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. That means we're gonna start, go reset button, man. Gonna ohm up on you, man. They're gonna be just the beginning. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, namely, as a result of the violence and famine,
Mm-hmm.
but this number exceeds the entire pre-siege population of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
It says many of the casualties were observant Jews from across the world, such as Babylon and Egypt, who had traveled to Jerusalem,
Mm-hmm.
waiting to celebrate the yearly Passover.
Yeah, so you had a lot of Jews that was who came in and they was trapped. They got caught up in that siege, but that was the Lord.
Yep.
The Lord brought them all the way there just for the siege. So how bad the Lord is, Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna have that today. You got motherfuckers, you got a lot of these docs out there. You got motherfuckers who prostitute online. They're gonna be going and flew in by some of these tricks.
Yep.
And they're gonna be caught in these cities where all hell breaking loose, man. Go ahead.
It says,
You can't get back home. Yeah, go ahead.
it says, but instead got trapped in the chaotic siege.
They got trapped in a chaotic siege. That was who can script such a drama, man? No one but Yahweh Shema Shai. Yep, go ahead.
It says,
That about it? Okay. Now when you go into, I don't know if they mentioned it, but we could just bring it up. That's when you had the cannibalism too. Where these devils cut off the supplies in the city, where no supplies can come in, and we was forced to eat each other, man. We was forced to eat our babies, and that was in. You came across it?
Yeah, I found it right now. It says, Jews starve and some eat. It says Jews starve and some ate on. It's like kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It says, meanwhile in the city, Jews starve and some eat on children.
Mm-hmm.
She slew her own son and roasted him and eat him in half of him, and kept the other half by her concealed.
Yeah, and that was in the law. The law said you're going to eat the fruit of your womb. So they'll prophesy, and that's going to happen again. But that was a very dark time in history for Israel right there, man. See that? And these other Israelites, they don't mention that. They just tell you, man, fringes is an Israelite part, man.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
St. Luke 21:20. It said, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compared with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Yeah, that's beautiful because in order for us to get delivered out of here, we got to hasten for the drama. That's why when you read in 2 Ezra 4, it said if the city, the songs do not turn upside down, if all hell don't break loose, then we can't get the kingdom.
That's it.
See, so that's why we are of another fashion as well. Those of you who come into this thing, man, you are being groomed to be out of this world because you need the drama to pop off to get delivered. See how the Lord set it up heavy like that, man. See, so we need all hell to break loose so we can see our Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
All right, you got something?
Yeah, This is the book of Acts 14, verse 22.
That's it.
Confirmed the souls of the disciples
Mm-hmm.
and exhorted them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
Yep. Through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. All right? Got another precept?
Oh, no, I ain't got nothing.
Hey, I think that's pretty much it right there.
Matter of fact, you know what? Let me jump to verse 22 on this. St. Luke.
Okay, and if you want, you can read the headline on this.
All right.
Go ahead and read the headline on
Okay.
Read and Live what you got.
All right, so this is from the American Holocaust.
That's the American Holocaust.
.com. And it says, final warning as evidence of martial law declaration approaches.
Mm-hmm.
It says, alert to my fellow Christians and Americans, martial law is inevitable at this time. And in fact, we see the clear signs of the beginning of NWO takeover even now as foreign troops flood the nation everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It said now the horrors that innocent men, women, and children will face in both the FEMA and prison boxcars and the FEMA DHS camps. I tell you, it will be brutal rape, torture, and death once they start arresting the Christians and all other NWO resistance under martial law.
Yep. And I mean, unless you got something else you want to jump, this is a real big read, right?
Yep.
So shout out to the elder Kazak. Said that. That's
yeah.
You don't want to read that before you go to sleep.
Yeah, nah.
That's scary right there, man. That's like watching Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
That's heavy. It's written in red.
Ooh,
You know,
yeah.
that's heavy right there.
That's,
Yep. Matter of fact, give me Daniel the 12th chapter real quick in the first verse, and you can get Jeremiah the 30th chapter in the 7th verse. We're ready to close up, but you know, this is the mindset we got to develop and continue to lock into the warnings, because really the prophecies and the warnings go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Noah.
That's it.
Noah. The prophecy of Noah was a warning. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Come this book on Jeremiah 30 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Alas, for that day is great, so there is none like it.
Right, there's going to be nothing like the day that we're approaching. Go ahead.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It's even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because really all this martial law, and even though you're going to have a lot of Edomites that's going to be caught up as collateral damage in this thing too, but the target is going to be on you, Jakes, and it's going to go back to Yahweh Shem outside. That's going to be the Lord bringing that drama to you. See it? Go ahead.
It says, but he shall be saved out of
And
it.
that's dealing with the elect. So there's a time coming where the scriptures have coined at the time of Jacob's trouble. You think the Lord was off about that? Like the Lord came up with this diagnosis, and then it ain't going to be that bad. I believe, I'm not mistaken, I think it was Nathan who said ain't no time of Jacob's trouble.
Like we gone through another 400 years and we
Fuck out of here, man.
Oh man. But you can go flush the toilet right now though and shit, man. We ain't taking trouble, but you can flush the
Go
toilet.
take a hot shower and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Call DoorDash, man. But you're in time of Jacob's trouble.
Taking trouble though. God, this is
You got a remote. You know what I mean? You ain't got to get up to change the
Yeah.
TV, man.
This is Daniel 21.
And you got a TV. Look, man, time of Jacob's trouble, you're not going to have the luxuries. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah, what's that? Isaiah 3:1.
Yep, that's it. Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have luxuries, man. Like the brother made the point. You can flush the toilet, but you're in Jacob's trouble. Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 3 and verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, they'll take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of war.
Yeah. So that's going to be taken away from you. You know, luxuries is something as subtle as taking a hot shower. Lord said he's going to take away the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Right? It's going to be a famine. Where that come in at?
Yeah.
Or the Grub Hub, but you know what I mean?
If I,
Go
at
ahead.
a point,
Mhm.
I think that I forgot who did the video. There was a point, I think out there in California, if you have a party, like a big gathering, they'll
Yeah, I
cut
saw
your
that.
water
I
off.
saw that. Yep, they got it now. That's how they threaten it. Like if you having a party, which that could be set up. They can have damn crisis actors having a party, and then they just so they can get them cretins to come turn your water off. But that's what they said. If you having parties and shit like that, they can come and turn your water off. But why are they even thinking like that? Because that's the spirit of the Lord. That's prophecy, man. Yep, go ahead.
God, Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince,
Mm-hmm.
will stand up for the children of thy people, and that shall be a time of trouble.
And that should be what?
A time of trouble,
Go ahead.
such as
And that's prophecy. He prophesying.
Yep, that's
And
it.
that should be a time of trouble. See, go ahead.
Such as never was since there was a nation.
Right, so you're not going to be able to rival any other time in history with the time we about to come into, man. And who knows, it might be a flash in the pan. It might be a 2-month ride, you know, before the Lord Because Yahweh Shai said that when you see the cities compared, then know that the desolation is near, meaning that the missiles is coming. So it don't mean that it's going to be a long, drawn out thing, but it could be a flash in the pan. It could be something so quick and precise. It could be a month, 3 weeks, but it's going to be a time that you're not going to be able to fathom, man, because the Lord set you up in such a way where you've been spoiled, to be honest. Like we mentioned some of the things, DoorDash and a remote, and then take a shot. That shit get taken from you Israelites, man, you Americans for 3 weeks. And on top of that, troops killing you and you seeing your baby. All it takes 3 weeks of that shit, man. Or we don't know how long it's going to be, but like how I said, once it happened, just know that the desolation is not. All right, the destruction is near. Right?
God, it said, if there should be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered.
Right, and they're dealing with the elect. That's why we are being groomed to hasten for that day. And this is what separates us from any other ideas out there, man. Because you will marvel at that. But why you want this to happen? What's going to happen? Why you want the world? Why you want missiles to hit America? Because in that day, our deliverance, the chances of being delivered to be there. Would you make a point?
Oh, no, you got it. It said, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
In Yahweh Shai, when you really go into it, right? So those who are in Yahweh Shai, the book of life, those whom the Lord have engraved,
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, that's why the Lord said, I have not lost one that thou hast given me.
That's it.
So in that day, Lord willing, all you brothers and sisters out there, you sincere brothers and sisters, Lord, Yahweh shall keep you in that day, man. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, the brothers out there laboring in his work, as well as you believers, the Akim and the Akwath, which consist of the brothers and sisters that subscribe to this truth as well. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. PTA, abide the ball.